Words are like magic. I can make a sound with my mouth, and it will put an idea in your head. But that's where the simile ends. But there is a movement that believes that the English language itself is magical.
Words are not just elements of speech or writing, because they can be used to strengthen the effects of magic, which is the art of directing and controlling energy. When spoken out loud, words transform into frequencies and vibrations that could be used to direct energy.
Let's take a moment to hear one of these lunatics explain how.
Now you said test, right?
Yeah.
When you go to school, they put you through a test, right?
Holy shit! I thought my audio was bad. Sounds like he left his mic next to a raging river a half-mile away. I hope y'all can catch what he's saying. I might have to add subtitles.
Right?
Yeah.
Now I'm promising you that the English language is traps and spells. And my basic philosophy and foundation behind this isn't all original. A lot of it has been influenced and inspired by some of the information that is already circulating.
So you're basically just regurgitating some shit you heard. Gotcha.
But I have been doing my own research about specific words, such as morning, how we say that first thing in the morning, and I'm trying to find these traps, because basically when we're using these words are being put together as phrases. Those phrases are mantras. These mantras are driving the life force energy and direction of our path.
Wait, back up a second. What the fuck is life force energy? There are two main types of energy, kinetic and potential, and among those are things like gravitational energy, magnetic, electric, and so on. There is no life force energy, so unless you've discovered a new form of energy, you're talking out your ass, bud.
And putting us in the circumstances that we're in. Whether we know it or not, that's what's going on, and that's what I believe. And ever since I've really been developing more of an understanding about this, I've been a happier individual. Even though it's a lot of really shitty stuff going on around me and in my life and in the world, somehow I feel so strong and I feel so good to be alive right now in this time.
Oh yeah, you seem like a real jovial, upbeat sort of guy.
Now, the test thing that you were just talking about to Owner, I'm going to break test down and prove to you that the English language ain't nothing but a bunch of traps and spells. So how do you spell? I'm about to hold the camera up for you right now. How do you spell test? T-E-S-T. Let's get into the symbolism of these letters and how they're being used, and then the context that they're being used. In this particular context, they're being used in school environments where we're supposed to be teaching our future generations how to lead this planet and, take care of and steward this planet.
What's with all the pregnant pauses? Did he go to the William Shatner Academy of Public Speaking?
What they do is we undergo a series of tests when we go to school. Now the T as a symbol is this right here. That's what a T is as a symbol. The first T written, I guarantee you, did not look like this. I promise you that it looked like that.
Actually, the lowercase letter t started out as the modern X shape, and it was called the Phoenician taw, and over time it was tilted on its axis. It was part of the Semitic Hebrew alphabet in 1000 BC, long before Jesus or the label of cross.
A cross. Symbol. Our language was based on symbols. Original languages, all based on symbols. Now, the cross gives you the four directions, okay?
If it was the four directions of the compass, then why the fuck is the south longer than the rest of them?
The four directions the energy, where they're going to take it. The S symbolizes a path or a road.
What? Just because it's squiggly, it's gotta be a path? The original letter S looked more like a sideways W and represented a longbow. And why is S a road, but E stands for energy? One is a symbol, but for some reason the other is just the first letter of a word that didn't even exist at the time that letter was created?
Okay? Travel. Okay? Movement. A S is a half of an 8. An 8 represents infinity.
No, actually a lemniscate represents infinity. And 8 represents the number 8. Here's a quote from Wikipedia. The infinity symbol, described as a sideways figure 8, is unrelated to the 8 glyph in its origin.
Okay? The S represents where you moving to right now. Alright? In symbolism, the S is a representation of your movement, where you going. The E is the representation of your energy. What you think about, what you do with your time, and and money and whatever. What you do for money, what you do with your money, what you do with your extra time. So what they do is they want to know where your energy, okay, what direction is your energy gonna go? And they got you in between two of these. Every time they test you, they got you in between two of these crosses. In between the 4 paths, the 4 directions. And in the process of them figuring out what direction you want to go, they figure out what they want to do with you. How they gonna treat you. Do you get in to the secret society? Do you get the secret club membership? Or do you fucking get murked?
According to whom? Even if your crazy interpretation was correct, what about any of that implies that some boogeyman authority is at the heart of it? And what if you had used the plural tests with an S? Wouldn't the extra S at the end add an extra path out and fuck up your whole fucking conclusion?
That's what it is, yo. I'm telling you. Y'all gotta watch what's going on and really start slowing down on this language thing and start figuring out how we can get a little bit more simple with our communication.
Nah, I think you're pretty slow and simple enough already.
The fuck? I mean, is it too much to ask that in my mind I feel it makes perfect sense for us to go against some shit that was forced on us? This is not my language. It was forced on me.
Nobody is forcing you to speak English anymore. You're free to learn any language you like.
Now I'm trying to understand it, and in the process of understanding it, they fucking us. Traps and spells. How do you spell that?
Just because two words are phonetically and orthographically the same doesn't mean they are related. The word spell comes from the pre-Germanic word spellen, meaning to tell, and was used to mean writing and reciting letters, and that was around the 15th century. Spells, as in magic incantations, didn't come into use until the late 16th century, so to imply that spelling words is related to magic spells is putting the cart before the horse.
That's what it means. When you get 2 L's next to one another, 2 L's, y'all know math, right? Squared? Alright, take these 2 L's, change the direction of them. Alright, that's 1 L upside down. That's a motherfucking L the right side way. You close them, and that's a goddamn trap. That's a square. Energy cannot travel properly inside of a square.
Oh, well, of course. That's just science.
So that's why they put you under spells. They do not want you to be able to travel with the proper vision to not have your energy trapped in a square. Think outside the box, people.
How many bong hits do you think he took before this?